What's up, Tricology family? Welcome back to another episode of the Tricology News Talk. And today, for this episode, we're going to be doing three movie reviews. The first one is going to be on Raya and the Last Dragon. Second one is going to be on Coming to America. And then lastly, this is going to be the best one, and I'll say the best one for last. And that's the Zack Snyder's Justice League. So without further ado, let's get started. So our first movie review is going to be on Disney's latest adaptation and animated movie, Raya and the Last Dragon. So it's directed by the guys that did Winnie the Pooh in 2011, Big Hero 6, and Moana, and then also and another dude, he kind of did blind spotting. So like this so they had two directors. One already did some animated work, and then the other director, this is kind of like his first time doing other animation work. So those are the two directors that directed this film. So the how you know stars that had the voice, who was our voice actor of the movies, are Kelly Marie Tran, who was in the rebooted Star Wars series, and Aquafina. So they both play Raya and Shishu respectively. So what this movie about? So it's about towards. Hold on one second. Yeah, there we go. And then well known as Chimera, a re-imaged Earth inhabits an ancient civilized. A warrior named Raya is determined to find the last dragon, which is Shishu. So when this movie was on my anticipated list of 2021, but I was kind of a little worried at first of how this movie would be. I don't know if it's gonna be like a hit or miss, but when I was able to see it on Disney Plus with the premium access, I actually watched this movie in the theater. So you have your two options. You get to watch this movie in theaters, or you can watch it on Disney Plus with premium access, where you have to pay $30. So I was like, I'd rather watch this movie in theaters, so I can get that whole experience of it to my local theater that's open um in my area in Miami. So yeah, like I said, going to this movie, I was a little nervous that I didn't know it was gonna be a hit and miss. I don't know if it's gonna be good or bad. But watching the whole entire movie, it turned out really good, and I enjoyed most of it. So when you think about the character character Raya, you don't see this character like one of those Disney princesses that need like freaking help from a prince, or like some kind of hero. You see Raya as one of those Disney princesses like Mulan, or like Elsa in from Frozen, or like Moana. You see those types, and now looking at it at this point, it's like Disney is trying to move away from Disney princesses having to get help most of the times from male characters like the princess and other heroes. So they try to move that out of the way, so that way we can get more Disney princesses that can be able to fight for themselves, that can hold their own. It's pretty cool that they're going in this direction. So we need more. So now Raya is in that same class with Mulan, Elsa, and also Moana in the same class. So it's a pretty good. So yeah, I really like the character, and it turned out really good. And I also like the Last Dragon Shishu. She was pretty funny at first, and all the other characters, they was pretty good, but they didn't kind of had that same, how I say, character of high character expectation as Raya and Shishu did, because their chemistry together, like they was really funny together, and like all that stuff. So but without a doubt, the animation and all the voice acting was pretty good. There was no much bad towards it. So Yeah, so this is not a this is like another buddy comedy type Disney flick that I know everyone that's gonna love, especially all the women out there that's gonna be able to see this movie. That if you like certain classes like Princess of the Flower, like I mentioned, Princess of the Flower, Mulan, um yeah, Frozen and Moana, you definitely gonna love this. So, and one thing I need to know is that Shishu's the dragon character, she almost had the same comparison to Eddie Murphy's Mushu in Mulan, and then Robert Williams Genie in Aladdin. So she had that same characteristic on there. So the because she was so funny at times and all that stuff. But I'm not gonna get into too much into the spoilers of the movie for this one. So you got to try to watch this movie in the theaters or just order the premium access on Disney Plus. So I would give this movie a solid A because this is like really good, and I feel like this movie would definitely have a presence in one of the Disney Plus. If I had to pick, it would probably be at Epcot. That's my obvious choice. If this movie gonna have a presence in this like in the Disney parks, like for example Disney World in Orlando, Florida, Epcot will be the obvious choice. So so yeah, this is a pretty good movie. I got no bad things to talk about it. So yeah, so if you were interested, guys, to watch that movie, so y'all better watch it now. So moving on to our second movie review, and that will be on Coming to America 2. So yeah, this is like a 30 years from the original movie. So yeah, and it's now on Amazon Prime Video. So if you guys have Prime, you can check it out. So you see a lot of actors return, such as Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall, Sherry James Earl Jones, a lot of the 90% of the cast from the first movie has returned. Mostly the new actors in the movie is Jeremy Fowler, Leslie Jones, Tracy Morgan, and Wesley Snipes himself. So looking at the from this movie, so the first one I'm gonna try not to give too much spoilers, but if I do, spoiler alert. Okay, just want to let you guys know. So, uh, so in the first one, it's all about coming to America. So like, we didn't see so much Zoomer as we could because all the most of the movie, the entire of the movie was in New York. So, but in this one, this second or reboot, whatever you want to call it, the whole entire movie was in the Zamunda. So like we get to see everything that we didn't get not to see in the first one, but now we get to see everything in the Zuma, especially in the time in the movie ever right now with all the CGI and all this stuff. So that way you can see it's like we're watching Black Panther and Wakanda all over again. So that was pretty good. So the way I look at it, it's like I wouldn't name this movie Coming to America. I would say Coming from America. So it's about Prince Hakeem. Like he's the king now, and now he finds out that he has a lost son that he doesn't know. So it's for the time. And so he go back to the Queens, New York, to find his son to be able to take his rightful place on the throne on Sumua as the prince. So and I would say about this. It's not better than the first one, but it is as good as the first one because the first one had more laughs and everything. You probably won't see too much, not enough laughs as you wanted from the second one to the first one. But the second one is good for what it is. But being that this is like 30 years later, but I would have to say that the actor that really is the MVP that stole the show, it would definitely be Wesley Snipes as General Easy. Oh my god. You see normally you see Wesley Snipes as the action hero as being from Passenger 57, like Blade, like Demolition Man, all the action movie and stuff. The last time he did like a actual like comedy was his latest film he did with Eddie Murphy, Dolomite Is My Name, and also back in the 90s, White Man Can't Jump with Woody Harrelson. So that's like the time you see him like in a comedy movie. So like he really performed really good. He was really funny. So that's why I say he's the MVP, the one the character that stole the show and the whole entire movie. So yeah, that's what I'm pretty much gonna say for Coming to America. So if anything, I would give it a C. It's not better than the first one, but but it kind of is good as. So that's the first one. Okay, so I'm not gonna argue too much about that. So yeah, moving on. So last and finally, like I said, I say the best one for last, and that's the Zack Snyder's Justice League. Whew. Man, we got to talk about this one. So let me tell y'all something. This thing is 4 hours, okay? And if you can watch the Avengers Endgame for 3 hours in a movie theater, then you can watch the Zack Snyder's Justice League on HBO Max in the comfort of your home for 4 hours. So that way you could take a break. Anytime you could take a break and all that other stuff. So moving on. So you guys already know the past history of Justice League. That's from the original cut. So it had some trouble like during production. So like one of Zack Snyder's daughters had passed away. So and he had to step down for production, and Josh Whedon came in to try to finish it up, but when it came out, and it was alright, but it's not what the fans had really wanted. So like years later, from not only from the actors, the fans, and Josh and Zack Snyder himself, they all campaigned to say like, oh, like let Zack Snyder to finish his vision and give us the Zack Snyder Justice League that we want that we want to have. So luckily we was able to get that on HBO Max and to everything that we wanted. So looking at from the Snyder cut from the original, this turned out the Snyder cut turned out way much better than the original, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because first off, all the characters, including like Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, Cyborg, Aquaman, and the Flash, they all turned out really good. They all turned out really great from the original one, and I'll give it the way they showed the backstory for the Flash and Cyborg. It turned out really good. The fans liked it way better than how they was viewed from the original cut. And then also Steppenwolf, he turned out way much better than the original, because like the way I see like Steppenwolf from the Snyder cut for the original, he kind of reminds me of the first villain in Guardians of the Galaxy, Ronan, and then Darkseid was kind of like the Thanos of DC, because you know Darkseid is like the badass, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that they fits it much better than it was, and then of course like you get to see stuff that you didn't get a chance to see from the original, and now that's in the Snyder cut version. and especially all the scenes that was shown in the original, that was kind of like it's kind of how you say remodeled in the Snyder cut version. It shows like really better. So in this Snyder cut version, like I said before, this movie is 4 hours. So and it turned into like a and it turned like like if it was a mini series, because like you see like they show like different parts and like other stuff. So it kind of reminds me of how they released the Quentin Tarantino's the Hateful Eight on Netflix, and it made it like it showed like different chapters to make it look like if it was a mini series. So that's how they kind of did with Zack Snyder's Justice League, and they released it on HBO Max because they show like the different parts and like all that stuff. So it gives them out of time. So like because like I said, this is 4 hours. So like man, maybe like in 2 hours, you may like want to like take a break, or like I said before, take a break, or like maybe have to stand up, or like sitting on the couch and go use the bathroom break. So yeah, so like I said before, this is a they wanted to be a mini series at first, but they just said that no, let's just do like an actual feature. So and I had no problem with that. It turned out really good. So and to come to think about it, um, the way it was shown in a 4.3 ratio, as aspect ratio, and normally you see that when they show that in IMAX, and that was the original piece, his original thing to do, and it turned out really great. And normally when you see movies that like you see that advertising experience at IMAX, the directors normally have IMAX cameras to shoot everything in like an IMAX. So like if you go to like a regular theater, you see like it's shown in widescreen. But if you go like to an IMAX theater, it'll show like in a 4:3 ratio. It all depends like how they show like in theaters. Like some of the times you go like to certain theaters, like um some might have a widescreen ratio, but there are some theaters like they take out the black bars of the watch and it show like the whole entire, like for example Mission Impossible, they'll show like the whole thing that they show that everything. So with the 4.3 aspiration that they did with Justice League, it turned out really great, and it really looks like it if you watch it, literally watching this on IMAX. So the this turned like I said, this turned out like really good. So I ain't really had no problem with it at all. So and I kind of respect Zack Snyder's point of view, and because most of the times when you're in the business, because sometimes your vision might not always come up towards to the theatrical cut. And what I mean by that is like you do your thing, you do the directing thing, like in the production. But when it comes to like the post production, it's either the studio and and the director's not there for like for the editing or portion. They'll just add out what's good enough to go into the theatrical version. That's why if you get the DVD or like the Blu-ray version, they'll always say, "Oh, this is like you'll get the extended cut or like the director's cut." And the director's cut mean like, "Oh, this is what the directors want in the edited version." So that's what it gets. So that's how this came about, and we got to exactly see the actual Snyder version and its editorial version. Now with not along with the directing. So this is all everything that you get for Zack Snyder, and this will be a spoiler alert. This will be a spoiler alert towards the ending and the post credits scenes. So there was a scene that was kind of similar to Batman v Superman, where Bruce Wayne has a nightmare. So in that nightmare, you see Batman, Mirror, Cyborg, the Flash, and Deathstroke. They're all on a mission in the desert of nowhere, and then also you see the Joker as well. And surprisingly, you see the Batman and the Joker teaming up to all of it together, and they're facing the evil Superman version. So that turned into a nightmare. And then also you see Martian, Martian Manhunter as well. So after seeing all that, now people are going to saying like, "Oh, hashtag restore the Snyder universe." So what does that tell you when you look at it? Are we gonna get Justice League number 2 and number 3? How is this gonna change? But like I said, only time will tell. So I would give this Zack Snyder's Justice League a solid A. So that's all for you guys today. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think about Raya and the Last Dragon? What do you think about Coming to America? And also, what do you think about Zack Snyder's Justice League? Let me, if you're watching this on YouTube, let me know in the comment section below. And then also, if you're listening on Anchor and Spotify, go to the link in the description below, and then go to the YouTube link virtual, and then type your comments in on the YouTube section of this episode. And other than that, this is Trico, and I'm signing off. Peace.